So I wrote a feature, and it was my first feature, and I actually I gave it to a guy, a director who's super talented, who's crushing it in life. His name is Peter Page. He was on Queer as Folk. He created the Fosters, and he loved it, and so we put that together and made it. And then from that, I got an agent at the time, and I sold my first pilot. But then after that, I worked on a couple of things that didn't sell,
Mm-hmm.
and writing kind of took a backseat to acting.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until about, I would say, 5, 6 years ago where I was like, you know what, like, I kind of had one of those moments where I was weighing where my life was going to go and where I could bleed for stuff that was most meaningful for me, because
Mm-hmm.
none of it's easy. Like every time I sit down and write, like it's not easy. Like it's
Agreed. Sure.
the hardest fucking thing I've ever done, And same with acting. Acting was always very hard for me, and I didn't. I can't say that I loved it. I wasn't getting the juice back in a way, that some people do.
Mm-hmm.
And at least with writing, I could tell stories that I was personally attached to. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
made the shift. I went, okay, well, I here's two things I can bleed for and kind of dedicate my life to. At least with writing, I can bleed for something that has deep, deep meaning for me.
Mm-hmm.
With acting, you rarely get that chance. Like there was projects that I got to act on that were meaningful and impactful, but there were a lot that weren't.
Sure.
And with writing, I can go, okay, yes, I'm doing this. I will wake up every day and force myself to sit down and write and bleed on the keys for this. And so that was the shift for me.